here in my country, India, it is now around at 9 p.m. or 21:20 hours Indian Standard Time of Sunday the 16th of October of the Gregorian year 2022. This day is also called World Food Day, or even perhaps more correctly, at least to my appreciation, it should be called the International Food Distributing Day. We need to distribute the food we possess instead of enjoying it all ourselves, because if we enjoy ourselves, we cannot. If we enjoy ourselves, everything the world provides for us, we cannot provide for others. Systematically, fairly, justly, befitting natural justice and equity. Therefore, we must learn to share what we have. This has been the doctrine throughout my life. My parents taught me to share what I had even from my early childhood. Whether this was a pack of biscuits, whether this was a bar of chocolate, whether this was a few oranges or mandarins which I had in my possession. Indeed, from my early childhood I appreciated this benevolent doctrine of my late parents in sharing the joy while sharing the little I had. Perhaps growing old has made me a sort of a miser today. Perhaps the bitter experiences I had to face in life, time and time again, hardened my heart. Yet I pray and hope that my Creator will put me back upon the right path, to appreciate the joy of sharing the very little I have. This day indeed is very significant, particularly at this very moment, when parts of our world, including the eastern parts of Europe, parts of Africa, parts of Asia, are ravaged by wars and or warlike situations, leading to destruction of our world. Distribution of food is becoming very difficult for almost all charitable organizations, even the international ones, even the supranational ones, even those who have been working for decades in service of humanity, including the International Red Cross, Oxfam, and various other organizations, even those which are ordained, if I may use the expression, by the United Nations organization. Alas, our world is forgetting the very fact that one of the worst wars to be fought is the worst of hunger, the war of hunger, faced not merely by tens of thousands, not merely by hundreds of thousands, not merely by millions, but perhaps billions of people in the world. More than half of the world population of our world today is at the brink of not merely hunger, but even starvation to death. Although certain countries are reluctant to announce the razor alarm of famine, yet famine is taking place in reality in various parts of the world. Certain countries which are fighting war in certain continents, even one of the oldest known continents of the world, are very, very seriously at the risk of famine at this very moment. Unless you and I, most respected viewers of this live telecasting, and all those who consider me to be a humble friend of yours, come forward and act with benevolent intention, but not merely by words, but by action, remembering the fact that actions speak louder than word, or words in plural. I thank you in anticipation for your kind understanding and for coming forward to help all those who are greater in calamity and indeed in greater need than ourselves. They need us as much as we need them in our world, even at this very moment. Even if we fail to recognize this fact, facts remain facts. And it is by the grace of our Creator we are called upon to come forward and play our parts in benevolent, humane, and sincere service of the needy, even of fellow global citizens of this world, our world, entrusted by our Creator to us, His creation. Thank you once again. God bless. Bid you a very pleasant evening from my country, India.